Hi, my loves, it's Fareen here. So I wanted to do a video for you guys today, and I attempted to do it on my professional camera that I bought like a year ago. And it's just so frustrating. I haven't figured it out. And if I wait for everything to be perfect, I'm just never gonna do it. So I figure you guys will learn through my own beingness what feminine embodiment is. And I will figure out how to do the technology stuff as I move along on my new journey of YouTube, etc. So it kind of works out well because today I'm going to be talking about feminine embodiment and how to be more feminine energy woman. And there's no better way to understand what feminine energy is than through my own embodiment. So yeah, I guess it worked out. So let's just get into it. So the first component of femininity, and in terms of how to be feminine and like stepping more into your feminine energy, is doing the healing work and inner work. So in my practice and with my clients, and for any of you guys that follow me, I am super, I stress inner work. And in fact, whenever clients come to me, even though it's, to get a man back or to get their ex back or dating or anything like that, the first 3 months with me, I'm like strictly focused on inner work. And I have an ability to tap into whoever I'm talking to, and I can just see like their neuroses and things like that. Like it's interesting. Like my clients call me psychic, but that's another story. And then I zone in on that, and I sort of, we work on that, right? So, I'm kind of essentially bringing the shadow, bringing it to light, because, if we aren't aware of sort of our neuroses and, all the things that are like in the background, in the subconscious part of our brain, and, it's going to activate our amygdala. We're going to be in fight or flight all the time. And we can't be in our feminine energy, because feminine energy is very free within itself, and it's a beingness, and it's an energy, and you can feel it, right? So if we have all this gunk, stored within us, from our traumas and our past, or things that have happened to us, and all these limiting beliefs that people have told us, and our society and conditioning. And I get it, right? Like even for me, embarking on this new journey, you look at everyone else, and everyone else is like so perfect, like, their Instagram pages are perfect, everything is perfect, and I'm not, right? I am perfectly imperfect. And it's very easy to kind of fall into that trap, right? And so because I've done a lot of inner work, I don't really need to, and I know who I am, and I know I'm the real deal. I don't need all that fake stuff. I can just show up as I am and know that my essence is going to, do the healing essentially, right? And so when you guys, want to attract a man and a masculine man, and you guys focus on strategies, and, all these, dating coaches will talk about leading back and how to get a man back. You can do that and it'll work. Like, absolutely, it'll work, because it's going to activate a man's ego, but it's not hurt, right? Like, you're not going to attract, a quality masculine man. And even if you do, you're not going to have him like so in love with you, like desiring you and chasing you, or not chasing, pursuing you. And like, you're not going to have that, because, you're activating his ego. And if you're not able to move into your heart, he's not going to be able to move into his heart. So, inner work is really important. Inner work will allow you to be free within yourself. It'll allow you to show up as you are. And that is what masculine men are very, very attracted to. They're not attracted to perfect. They're not attracted to, women that are disingenuous. They're attracted to authenticity and realness and like naturalness, right? That is feminine energy. Feminine energy is beingness. And I really want you guys to understand that without the inner work, we're going to be focused on things being perfect, looking perfect, strategies, ego. We're going to be focused on that because we're not the real thing, right? So feminine energy like requires inner work, unless you grew up in like a perfect home with perfect parents and like everything was perfect, which was not my case. Like, if you know my story, I've gone through a lot in my life, and I'll get into this more in the private membership. There's a lot that I've gone through in my life, and I've not really had any support. Like, I think this is the first time in my life being engaged to Peter that I actually feel like unconditional love. And even in, all the partners I've been with, and they've all been masculine, I've gotten to where I am on my own, and I've gone through a lot in my life, and, I've sort of overcome a lot, which is why I'm here to teach you guys that, like, if I can do it, you guys can do it too, and you can attract a healthy masculine man that will be so in love with you. And that man, so even with Peter, like, I'm already very feminine, and something he recognized me right away, but when I'm with him, I feel even more of a woman. So it's like, I feel even more free within myself. Like, when you're with that type of man, you'll feel more expanded. You won't feel contracted in who you are, okay? So inner work is like super important, and I spent 6 minutes talking about inner work, so I hope you guys are still here. And the second piece of being a feminine woman is being the embodiment of love. So love, femininity is love, right? And it is energy, and it is the energy of love. And when they talk about radiance and things like that, a woman that is feminine is radiant, and radiant is loving, right? Like, so think about like women that are perfect and everything seems perfect. You don't feel love from them, right? So I want you guys to focus on the energy. And so even if there's like a relationship coach or anyone that's talking about, masculine, feminine, and these energies, like zoom in on them. Do they feel loving? Do they feel like the embodiment of love? Do they feel love? Or do you feel ulterior motives behind their message? So femininity, true femininity, is very loving, and it's very warm, and it feels good, right? Like, it feels good to be around. And it is loving to self and to others, okay? Whew. And of course, this goes back to, everything ties back into inner work, because if you haven't done the inner work, you're not going to feel very loving, right? And the third component of femininity and feminine energy is being happy, right? So feminine women are happy. They look at things in life with a cup half full versus cup half empty. I think that's the right saying. So nothing is ever going to be perfect in life. Like, you're still going to want more. Like, that is the whole point of like our existence at a spiritual level. We are not here to attain all of our heart's desires right away. Like, there's a journey, there's a process, and femininity and feminine women are okay with where they're at. They're happy with where they're at. They're happy with what a man does for them. They're just happy and appreciative women, right? They don't have like a mean face. They're not bossy. They're just happy women, okay? And let me just check my notes. Okay, and another tenet of femininity and how to be a feminine woman is to be open, practice being open. So femininity is very open and inviting. It is, it's a heart-led energy. Like, the true embodiment of it is very heart-based. And so feminine energy women they lead with their heart, okay? Again, it is not about words. Like, anyone can say the most perfect words about what femininity is, but I want you guys to feel the energy. Like, are they heart, right? Like, are they open? Do they feel expansive? So, practice being open with yourself, with others, with myself. It's gonna feel very scary if we haven't done our inner work, because it's not gonna feel safe. So I invite you to come into my group. It's pretty inexpensive right now, but I am charging for that group because I want to vet people. Like, I don't want to be open for everyone. I want it to feel exclusive, and we'll be practicing in there, like being open. I'm going to be sharing a lot more about my journey in there, and essentially, like, femininity is practicing, right? Like, we want to practice embodiment, because it's not going to feel safe to be open and things like that to people that don't feel safe or make us feel safe, okay? And in line with being open, it's being receptive. So you know, they always talk about receiving energy, feminine energy is receiving and masculine energy is doing, and like that is very true. So I love to receive. I love compliments. I love being adored. I love being cherished. In my one-on-one practice, I am a coach and I'm very focused on accountability because I want you guys to heal. Like, you know, I was a lawyer in my past life. I'm very good at what I do, and I'm very results focused. But at the same time, I am very feminine, and I love to hear that I've made a difference in your lives, and I love hearing your breakthroughs, and you know, I love being adored and appreciated. Not for my business, but because I want to be seen, right? I'm a woman, I'm a feminine woman, and I want to be like, I love to receive and to be seen for who I am. And in my relationship, I love when, you know, Peter does things for me, and when he, you know, shows up for me, and he, you know, comes to see me and he does things for me. Like, I love it. Of course, like, I'm very appreciative and I'll do things for him as well, but predominantly, like, I receive from him, right? And so feminine energy, and we want to be comfortable receiving if we want to be with a masculine man, because masculine men don't want to receive. Like, if a masculine man is receiving, like, yeah, it'll feel good to his ego, but that's not his nature. Like, masculine energy men, they get things done. And so if they're in a receiving passive role, you've essentially taken his role and he's kind of checked out. Okay. And I just have my notes. Okay, so I'm just looking at my notes. And so last but not least for this video, be comfortable. Feminine women are comfortable being feminine. So there is so many misconceptions about femininity and what feminine energy is. And you know, I want you guys to be comfortable being a feminine woman. So, you know, I don't brag about my accomplishments or talk about my accomplishments, but I'm a very accomplished woman. Like, you know, I have a law degree, you know, I got into my master's, you know, to do public policy. I was a lawyer making over 300,000. And I was broke, right? Like, I came from a very poor background. I ran away from home when I was younger. I lived on the streets. Like, there's a lot, right? So I've overcome a lot and I've done a lot in my life. But that is not what I focus on. Like, my essence is feminine, and you can be very accomplished as a woman and a business owner. And even in my business, like, I've done way more monetary wise in this business and my purpose than as a lawyer. And as a lawyer, I was already making high six figures. And I've done this without anything fancy. And this is what I teach you guys, that if you are in the right energy, and you will be able to attract everything with you. You will be able to attract everything that is meant to be yours without pushing, forcing, and things like that. But you first have to be comfortable being a woman, right? Like Peter always says to me, you know, I love that you're a woman. Like, you're such a woman. And I'm like, what? Like, what do you mean? But that's what he means. Like, I am very comfortable with our roles, our gender roles. So I want to be a woman. I want to be taken care of. I want to be provided for, and not in the sense that I don't have my own money and I'm not going to help and contribute, but I want to be with a man that can protect, provide, and take care of me. I want a man, right? I'm comfortable in that role. So, you know, I am comfortable being a girl. I'm very girly. And you guys can just see that in my own energy, and like, my private clients know I'm very playful. I'm girly. I'm a girl and I'm comfortable with that. I don't need to prove how smart I am. I don't need to prove how successful I am. I don't need to I don't need to do that, right? Like, that is very ego. And, you know, I want to be seen as a woman. I don't want to be seen as kind of just like a man in a woman's body. Like, I want to be seen as a woman, and those are the things that make me a woman. Like, I know my role, I understand my role, and I'm very happy with my role. I am very like proud to be a feminine energy woman. This is why I do what I do, because when you learn attraction and you learn energy dynamics and you are comfortable with being a woman in your feminine energy, you will have everything. You will have everything. You will have men, men coming to you. You'll have property, you'll have investments, you'll have money, you'll have clients, and you won't have to force anything, and you won't have to make anything happen. Everything will be drawn to you because femininity is very powerful. And yeah, that's it. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be creating much more videos and hopefully the quality will get better. But if you enjoy my content, I would love to hear from you. Subscribe to my channel. Please share and subscribe and comment because I love hearing from you. And yeah, like make sure to, I did a book on Secrets of the Feminine Women. Make sure to, read that and, join the group. We start in September and we have a lot of women in there already. There's once you make the payment, everyone's going to be in queue, and like the first 2 weeks we're going to be focusing on what men want, and I'm going to be sending you a copy of that once you pay for the year. And for those of you that sign up from the beginning and sign up for the year, I'm going to have a little surprise for you guys. For my girls that were there for me from the beginning of this journey, I'm going to send you some love and appreciation back as well. So I look forward to hearing from you, and I will speak with you soon. Bye guys.